Hello, first graders. Welcome to a new English lesson. Please get your literature and anthology book. And let's start with page 64. Still talking about our community and how do people can help in their community. We know that we were talking about a fantasy, and fantasy, it's using animals as a characters, but the idea that they want to pass certain message to you. So let's start page 64, 65.
Genre, fantasy. Essential question. How do people help out in the community? Read about an elephant who loves books.
We talked before about fantasy. We know that they use animals and as a character, as an event, and it's all imaginary. We also learned that it does not happen in real life. Usually it has illustration, and these illustrations help you to understand the stories or the ideas. And we know that when we look at it, we know that this cannot happen in real life. And also we learned that even the event, usually animals act as people. So the characters for the fantasy stories, it's usually animals. So over here, the central question is still the same. How do people help out in the community? And read about an elephant who loves books. So I can predict now, I can think and guess that this story will be about elephants, because that's what it says for me here. And also if I look at the illustration, I see that I see lots of elephants, and the name of the book also talking about how elephant who will learn about elephant who loves to read or loves books. Let's start.
Nell's Books by Miriam Cohen. Illustrated by Emily Cholat.
So here we have Miriam Cohen. These are she's the author or the person who wrote the story, and then we're going to learn about her at the end of the story. And also we have the illustration, the illustrated of the person who did the drawing, the illustrations, Emily Collin. All right, let's start. Page 66, please.
Nell liked to read. She liked it a lot. Nell could sit and read all day long.
So I can see that because I see lots of books around her, and she's just sitting and reading. So this is Nell, one of the characters.
Will you play with us, Nell? Called Cat and Dog. Shh, said Nell. I am reading.
So as you can see, that although she has her friends around and they want to play, ask her if she likes to play, but she still likes to read. That's how she likes to do. Okay, let's turn the page.
Will you shop with me, Nell? Asked Pig. Shh, said Nell. This is good.
So it looks like she's really reading a good, excited book that she does not want to do anything else and do anything with her friends. So as you see, she turned off her friends when they ask her if she likes to play, and now Pig asked her if she likes to go shopping, but Nell still wanted to read her book.
That Nell is not fun at all, said Dog. She just reads, said Cat. She will not do a thing.
Okay, so now I can tell that Nell, from just reading about these 2 pages, that Nell is an elephant, loves to read, and she can give up playing with her friends or going shopping because she really likes to spend her time reading her book. Okay, let's turn the page. And also I can tell that her friends were not happy that she's not spending time with them. She's just always sitting and reading her book on her own. So if I ask here about the characters, I have here Nell, the dog, the cat. If I go for, let's do this one. So the characters here, the 3 animals you see, the elephant, dog, and the cat, these are the characters. I can see that they are outdoor. And also I can see the events that Nell is reading, dog and cat ask her to play, right? If I go for the next page, I look here, I can tell the characters now. I can see another new character, which is this page. I have elephant and the pig. and I can see they are now indoor, right? So they are inside the house. And then I can see the event that what the pig asked. Pig asks Nell to go join her shopping. For this, I can see now that the characters here, the dog and the cat, are they also indoor? And I can tell that they are probably eating or playing. Let's pretend that they are eating. All right, let's turn the page and go for that.
Then one day it rained. Dog and cat set up a tent. Pig got dressed up for fun. "This is good," said Dog. "Yes," said Pig and Cat.
Okay, so now over here, we can see that they are indoor. Yes, I can see all the animals. I see the pig, dog, cat, and Nell, 4 of them. And then I can see that event was happening. Nell still reading, but the other animals are enjoy their dressed up game.
It rained the next day, too. "We want to go out," said Dog. "We are sick of tents and dressing up," said Pig and Cat.
So as you see, they did all playing outdoor and indoor, but now because of the rain, they can't do anything outside. They have to remain inside the house. But I don't think they're excited about it because they said it rained the next day too, so we want to go out. They've been there for some time, and they said, "Oh, we are sick of tents and dressing up," said Pig and Cat. "Like this game, oh, we've been playing it for a long time. We're sick of it. We need to do something different." But as we see, our friend Nell, she's still sitting and reading. Let's turn the page.
Nell went to her shelf. "Here, Dog," she said. "I think you will like this." "Yuck," said Dog. "This will be fun for Pig," said Nell. "Cat, you will like this a lot." "Ick," said Cat and Pig. "Shh," said Nell. "Let's read."
All right. As you see, Nell tried to help because they know they're tired from playing and they can't from playing tent and dress up and they can't go outside and play because of the rain. So she said, okay, she's offering them books. So if I want to look at here and I say my characters, I can see that characters are Nell, dog, cat, and pig. So all of them here. I can see they're sitting. Are they indoor or outdoor? I can see they're in a room, so they are indoor. And the events that Nell tried to give them books to read. So she tried to help her friends to spend their time doing something different. So as you see, when she first offered to her friend the dog says, "I think you will like this." "Yuck," said dog, like, "Oh, doesn't like to read." But Nell still insisting.
"This will be fun for Pig," said Nell. "Cat, you will like this a lot." "Ick," said Cat and Pig. "Shh," said Nell. "Let's read."
So she tried to convince her friends to do something different than playing and being bored by offering different books she thinks that they might be interested to them. But as we can see, they were not really excited about it, but she was saying, "Let's read." So she still wants to let them see something that they didn't try it, but you just said, "We don't want to do it. We don't like it." So let's turn the page and go for page 74.
Dog read in his tent. Pig read in a tub. Cat read in a pot.
So as you see the animals, each of her friends sit in a different place. So the dog in a tent, the pig in a tub, and then the cat, she sat in a pot. And they are reading the books that Nell gave them and advised them that would be fun to do.
They read all day long. "This is fun," said Cat and Dog and Pig.
So as we see, first, they rejected, they were not happy, they didn't want to read, and Everyone get a different answer, yuck, oh, and all that. But when she gave them their books and they sat and read, they enjoyed it. Let's go for the next page.
The next day, Nell heard clanging. She heard banging. "Nell, come quick," called Dog.
All right. So the next day, as we see, Nell was in her room and she heard lots of noise. So the dog called, "Come quick." And because you can see when we use a quotation, that means these sentence, these words or this sentence, the dog or the name comes after. This is the person or the dog that said this word.
"We did this for you," said Dog. "You can hand out books to all," said Cat. "Nell is good at that," said Pig. "That is just my wish," said Nell.
So as you see, her friends really thought about doing something that Nell will help other people in the community or animals in the community, and she will enjoy it. And also they did enjoy doing this because they worked, they helped each other, and they came up with this new mobile with books. So each one were like doing a surprise for Nell because they know she loves reading, and she helped them when the weather was bad and it's raining outside and they couldn't have fun and they were sick and play with all the games they had. So they want something different. So when she offered them the right books, they enjoy reading it. Okay.
Nell got in. "Let's hand out books," she said.
All right.
"Shh," said Dog and Cat and Pig. "Let us read."
Ah, look at that. She's the one who used to ask them to shh and be quiet because she wants to read. But now Nell was saying, "Oh, let's do something. Let's hand out all these books for others." But as we see, Dog, Cat, and Pig, they were asking her to shh because they like to read. So she did a big difference for them, that she provided them with the right books, and now they like to read. So let's read it one more time before listening and know about our writer. All right.
Nell's Books by Miriam Cohen. Illustrated by Emily Cholat.
Okay, and we know the illustrated, this is the person who drew the picture. And of course, this helps you to get the details and information about the book from the text and from the picture or the drawings.
Nell liked to read. She liked it a lot. Nell could sit and read all day long. Will you play with us, Nell?" called Cat and Dog. "Shh," said Nell. "I am reading."
Okay.
"Will you shop with me, Nell?" asked Pig. "Shh," said Nell. "This is good." "That Nell is not fun at all," said Dog. "She just reads," said Cat. "She will not do a thing."
That's what her friends thought about her.
Then one day it rained. Dog and Cat set up a tent. Pig got dressed up for fun. "This is good," said Dog. "Yes," said Pig and Cat. Then one day it rained. Dog and Cat set up a tent. Pig got dressed up for fun. "This is good," said Dog. "Yes," said Pig and Cat.
So as you see, this is another way to play games. Even if the weather is not good, it's so hot or it's wet and raining, you can play together for let's pretend and use your imagination and have fun with your friends or siblings.
It rained the next day, too. "We want to go out," said Dog. "We are sick of tents and dressing up," said Pig and Cat.
So the first time they enjoyed. When it rained today, yeah, they have backup plan and they have fun and play. But then when it happened again the next day, it wasn't fun because, as they said here, we are sick of tents and dressing up. So they play the same game and they don't want to play it again. Of course, as you see, Nell's watching and listening to their conversation, and she can tell that they're looking for some different activity or different games.
Nell went to her shelf. "Here, Dog," she said. "I think you will like this." "Yuck," said Dog.
So she came up with her ideas, picking up the books that she think dog would like it. So she got books from her shelf and gave it to the dog. But as we see, her dog, her friend was really don't want to do it.
"This will be fun for Pig," said Nell. "Cat, you will like this a lot." "Ick," said Cat and Pig. "Shh," said Nell. "Let's read."
So she still tried to let them try reading and spend their time doing something useful because the weather is not good to do anything else outdoor.
Dog read in his tent. Pig read in a tub. Cat read in a pot.
That's fun.
They read all day long. "This is fun," said Cat and Dog and Pig.
Now they enjoy reading, and thanks to
The next day, Nell heard clanging. She heard banging. "Nell, come quick," called Dog.
what do you think that clanging and banging? They were building her the truck in the shelf so they can put the books and do that surprise for her.
"We did this for you," said Dog. "You can hand out books to all," said Cat. "Nell is good at that," said Pig. "That is just my wish," said Nell.
Very good.
Nell got in. "Let's hand out books," she said. "Shh, shh," said Dog and Cat and Pig. "Let us read."
All right. So let's learn about the author. Meet the author, page 80.
Meet the author. Miriam Cohen says, "I have always loved elephants because they are smart animals that do nice things for other elephants. I imagined an elephant that was so smart she could read. I had fun writing about how she shared her love of books with her friends." Author's purpose. Miriam Cohen wanted to tell about an animal that helps its community. Draw an animal helping its community. Write about it.
So as we know, Mariam Cohen tried to, she liked animals, especially elephants, and she knew that they're smart. So she tried to show this character in Nell as smart, like to read, and also did something for the community. First, when she helped her friends to do something different than just being bored and playing at home, they read and learn something new. And also she helped in her community when she has her mobile or the truck with the books on it to help other people, also to give them books so they can read and share with others. Over here also we can tell that she uses animals because it's a fantasy, but at the end she's still helping us to understand that you can do something different in your community. She also uses a dialogue, which is like someone talk and the other respond to that talking, if it's a question or a statement. So when we use dialogues, that helps to make the character as it's a story, and the story is like more real because you believe that the elephant said something and you believe that the dog respond or the cat, because it's a dialogue. Like the cat says something and the dog agree or disagree. They say something to Nell, Nell like it or dislike it. So over here, when we say retell the story means say the story, say what happened the way I'm talking, using your own words. And of course, when you retell a story, you need to start from the beginning, and you have a middle, and you have an ending or a conclusion, like what happened at the end. Also, it's called sequence. So you cannot just start from the end of the last page because this is the part you like or because this is the part you still remember. No, you need to start from the beginning, retell the story, tell me what happened as you reading it from me. but use your own words. And of course, the part you like, you can emphasize it, means concentrate about it. Like, oh, I like when she helped her friends to read. So they're doing something fun and something different than just being bored with the same game they were playing. And of course, when the weather is not, it's wet or raining or hot outside, so they can do something different inside. So I see this is very helpful. This is my point. So this is my idea of that helps that Nell the elephant did. Also, I can tell that the characters of the story, they work together. So she tried to help her friends, and first her friends didn't understand or didn't like her ideas, but when they tried, like when she gave each of them a book and they tried to read it, they kind of enjoy it, and they try to do something really fun for her when they prepare this a mobile with all the books, and they said, you're good in that, you're good in convincing and making people love to read because you made them, she made them like reading. And the fun part at the end, when she was trying to tell them something over here, and they just told her, shh, said the dog, cat, and pig, let us read. So it's like, oh, we don't want to talk now, we kind of love reading, although before they didn't want to do. All right. So this is when we say retell, and the character and the setting, this is when we talked about the characters. It's different from page to page. Some page you only have the elephant and the pig, or the dogs and the cat, or the 4 of them, or 3 of them. So this is the character, the setting where this event or this part taking place. So are they indoor? Are they outdoor? Are they were in a forest? Are they in a tent? So when you look at the page, you see what where they are or what they're doing, and events, what's going on, what's happening in this page. So that what we covered before. All right, and we also talked about the illustration and the text evidence, that you can get ideas and details from either looking at the picture or the drawing or the illustration that it's in the page, or by reading the text. So over here, for example, what do dog, pig, and cat learn from Nell? So if I go there back, I can tell that they learn from her reading. If we get here from this page, because they are enjoying reading and they're not even talking or bored or anything. So I can see that the characters are the 3 animals, and they are indoor and they are reading, each in a different place. So I can see part from the text or part from the picture itself. What did cat, dog, and pig do to help the community? I can see over here when they were thinking that, okay, Nell liked to read and she helped us as a friend to learn and to enjoy reading, and we now love to read. So let's do something that she can help other, and that's what she will do. So she will have lots of books and she will help them to choose. As you see, she helped the dog to read the right book when she said, oh, you're going to enjoy this, or for the pig, you will like this. So she knew that her friends will like this kind of books. So if she helped others by helping to select the right book for them, they might enjoy their time, they will enjoy reading, and of course, she helped them to do something useful and different. All right, how can you tell that Nell's book is a fantasy? Oh, there's lots of things. First of all, we know animals cannot read or write. We know that animals don't talk, and they all don't also live in a setting like house. This is like people house, like you have bedroom, you have books, you have outdoor and indoor. So I know that it's fantasy, and of course they can talk or they can think of something that like human. But I know the idea that when they put animals and let the animals pass a message to you. Now I know that reading is good. Now I know that I have to respect my friends and I can help. And also I know that I can offer help to my community in a different way. All right, make connection. How does giving books out help a community? This is an essential question. Of course, we see a lot here that's mini library or bookshelves that being installed out of some houses, like people have enough books they read, or they have children. Now the children grown up for these books, they don't need them anymore, so they give them to others. So let's say if I have I'm looking for books about space or about stars or about vegetables and fruits or how to plant or gardening. And I ask my friend or I ask people that, oh, I'm looking for this book. They might say, oh yeah, you can borrow my book, I already read it. Or, oh, I have a best book about planting, I already read it a lot, I don't need it, you can keep it, or you can borrow it and read it. So this is helping the community. So my friend, when she offered this book for me, now she helped me to learn about animals or about planting or about helping my community. It's also helping me. I saved, so I don't need to go and buy a new book because she's not using it anymore, my friend. So I'm using it for sometimes. And again, when I'm done reading it and I don't need it anymore, I can return it back. Or sometimes we'll say, oh no, I don't need it, you can give it to someone else. Then I'm gonna pass it to my maybe younger sister or younger brother or my neighbor, or give it to someone they look for something. So when you look at it, yes, you did help your community by providing some nice stuff that they were looking for, like books or learning. And of course, you know that when we read books, you learn about different things. So this is what we have for today. And as we know our story is a fantasy story, but we know that it's still explaining the essential question: how do people help out in the community? And this is another way that an elephant or an animal or an elephant, the character Nils, loves reading, and she helped others to enjoy reading also when the weather was wet and it's not good to play outdoor. All right, that's it for today, first graders. Thank you.